Hi, in this video, we're going to be given the coordinates of a point. So here it's 0, 8, here we got 6, 0, and we want to plot that point on a grid. Now remember that the first value here, that's known as the x coordinate, and that tells you how far you need to go in the x direction. The x direction you can see is here. So the x direction is basically horizontally, left or right. And the second value is known as the y coordinate, and that tells you how far you need to go in the y direction. So you can see the y is here. So the y direction is how far you go vertically. And this point where the two axes meet, so this y-axis and this x-axis, they meet at a point which is known as the origin. So this is known as the origin, and that's where you start. That's the starting point. So we got 0, 8 here, and starting from the origin, this first value, the x coordinate, is going to tell you how far you move in the x direction. Well, it's 0, isn't it? So it's basically saying, starting from the origin, we're going to move 0 in this x direction. So if we're moving 0, that means we're not moving at all in the x direction. So we're going to stay where we are for the moment. And then the second value is the y coordinate. That tells you how far you move in the y direction. Well, look, this is the y direction. So it's telling us we need to move 8 in the y direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get to this point here. So I'm going to plot that. It's this point here. And let's just highlight it. That is going to be your point. Right, what about the second one? We're plotting the coordinates at 6, 0. So again, the first value is the x coordinate, and the second value is the y coordinate, and that tells you how far you're moving from the origin in the x and y directions. So starting from the origin again, the origin is here at 0, 0, where the axes meet, and this first number is 6. So that tells you in the x direction, this is the x direction, labeled x, you're going to move 6 in the x direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm currently here. And then the second value is 0. That tells you, because it's the y coordinate, how far you move in the y direction, so vertically. So I'm currently here. And then I move 0 units in the y direction. In the vertical direction. And if I move 0 vertically, that means I'm just going to stay where I am. So I'm still at this point here. So let's mark it. It's this point here. So that is the point with coordinates 6, 0. So in general, when you're on the y-axis, like this, you've got a point on the y-axis, you'll find that the first value, the x coordinate, is going to be 0. Whereas if you're on the x-axis, you'll find that the second value, the y coordinate, is going to be 0.